fans watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. My voice ain't back, so y'all know what it was. Y'all don't know what time it is, man, from last night. So, New Media Today USA Boxing, what's going on, man? Salute to everybody, man. We gonna get through the day. I'm gonna do 2 hours. We're gonna shut it down at 10 o'clock UK time. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be. So, if we get the likes up to my liking, you guys know we need over 200 likes in order for me to open up the phone lines. I open up the phone lines. But it does take me a long time to get likes for some reason. So I do know a lot of my detractors watch this show. They won't hit the like button, and that's fine. But we're going to do 2 hours. If you want to call in, get the likes up. Other than that, we shutting the show down in 2 hours. But shout out, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You can see my voice. I'm going to try to still getting over the COVID. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to wing it as much as I can, y'all. Try to wing it as much as I can. I'm not going to strain my voice. I'm not going to talk loud. I'm not going to strain my voice. I'm not going to talk loud at all. You know what I mean? So, shout out to my main man, Halim, in the building. Salute to Nick Rich. She say, I'm still hurt over AJ loss. Who wants some beef, Debo? Ain't nothing to be hurt about. Shit, he lost to a world-class fighter. I'm finna break it down. He lost to a world-class fighter. That boy, Oleksandr Usyk, will beat anybody. No, he's I told you guys before the show started. I know a lot about this guy. You know what I mean? I remember when he was in the World Boxing Super Series. I remember when he won the Muhammad Ali Trophy, the lineal title, the Ring Magazine title. Like, this dude is the real deal. Even when a lot of people were saying over here in America, he's a Eurobum. Nobody know who he is. The competition was weak. Now they're seeing, this motherfucker good. He good. He good, dog. He good. And he was born the same day I was born. January 17th. You know what I mean? He's a Capricorn, same day Muhammad Ali was born. So he's a bad boy. He's a world-class fighter. And this is what happens when you fight top-notch competition. When you're fighting the best guys, you know what I mean? This is what it's going to be. You got some fighters, shit, they won't even get in the ring with a motherfucker that's a top-notch world-class fighter. They won't get in the ring with them. They'll fight goddamn tomato cans, and their fan base will be cool with it. And they'll say that their promoters will say that, we believe in, working smart and not hard and shit like that. Then you got guys who, when you fight top level motherfuckers, that's what it's gonna be. Period. You know what I mean? So this ain't no disrespect onto Oleksandr Usyk. This is a bad motherfucker. And Anthony Joshua ain't got nothing to hang his head down losing in the Usyk. You did your best. You know what I mean? You almost had him out of there. You did your best. You know what I mean? So, ain't nothing to hang your head down to. Now the antics that Joshua did after, I didn't like that at all. You know what I mean? It showed it didn't really show class. It just showed that, he was probably frustrated, looked like he had a lot of pressure on him. He really wanted to win that fight bad. He wanted to win that fight bad, you could tell. I love the work that Robert Garcia did with Joshua. It looks very, very promising. And I think if he take the time out to perfect that type of style that Robert Garcia is trying to get him to learn, I think he'll go a long way. You see what I'm saying? But Oleksandr Usyk is a world-class fighter. And let's give both of those fighters a round of applause. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's give both of them a round of applause. Shout out to my main man Yamas. What's going on, fam? He said Usyk is very skilled and is always in great condition. Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about that before the fight. Remember, Yamas, you was here Friday when we gave our predictions. I say, man, there's 3 things that Usyk has that I don't see nobody in the heavyweight division have. I say his gifts is he's a superior fighter. He has excellent footwork. There's no heavyweight in boxing that has the footwork that Oleksandr Usyk has. And I said his biggest strength is his stamina. His stamina. He gives you a bunch of angles. He doesn't keep his head on the beeline. He gives you a bunch of angles. He understands distance and timing very well. Bro, like, that dude is a total package. He really doesn't have like any weaknesses in his game. I think the one thing is the body shots. Joshua almost got him out of there with that body shot. The referee stopped it. The day when he hurt him to the body. I thought it was a low blow, but then when they showed the replay, it wasn't a low blow. He hit him right. He hit him right on the border, right the same place where when Andre Ward stopped Sergey Kovalev, he hit him with that body shot. Sergey Kovalev, when Sergey Kovalev bent all the way over, and they stopped the fight, and a lot of Sergey Kovalev fans was complaining and saying that, oh man, he hit him in the nuts. He didn't. He didn't. He hit him right on. He hit him right. He hit him right on the border, right in the midsection. That's what Joshua caught him at. But but outside of that, that was a damn good fight. I'm so motherfucking happy, dog, for the sport of boxing. We got the fight, man, and where Joshua goes at from here, I don't know. And it depends on how hard he take this fight. I don't think he just want to retire. Very, very emotional for him. He probably just if I was him, I'd do what Canelo did, just go right back into another fight. I'll go right back into another fight. That's what I would do. I wouldn't even let this simmer. Try to get you coming off 2 back-to-back losses. You didn't get knocked out in either fight. I would go right back at it. Go back at it with someone else. But that was a damn good fight. Shout out to Damian Bennett. He said that was a great shot. Yeah, Damian, it was. And if you remember what I talked about Friday, I said body shots, body shots, body shots. That was the only thing that I saw. That was the only way that I saw that he could have won. You get what I'm saying, Damian? And he almost pulled it off. That was the only thing I see that I won. You know what I mean? That was the only thing. You get what I'm saying? So the referee probably didn't see it. He didn't know because of the way Oleksandr Usyk reacted to it, right to the punch. But it was right there. It was literally a damn good body shot. It was a perfectly thrown body shot. And in the 9th round, it looked like he went all out in the 9th round to try to get him out of there, and he almost he almost did it. But Oleksandr Usyk won the championship rounds. He deserved to be 2-time unified champion. He deserved that. And for all those guys who said that, yeah, man, he fought in the weak cruiserweight tournament and this and that. Like I remember when he came to America and beat Witherspoon ass. You see what I'm saying? So with Chaz Witherspoon, he whooped his ass. And this guy go all over the world. Look at all the things I said Friday. Look at all the stuff I said before the fight started Saturday. My words ring true. You see what I'm saying? I don't think nobody's gonna beat him. So, in my opinion, but let's give everybody a round of applause who's here. Shout out to Al Money.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2 bam super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Al Money, what the link read? What the say, fam? Super stick. I appreciate that, fam.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I feel good, guys. I feel real good. Feel real good. I'm very high energy right now, but because of my voice, I can't really talk the way I want to talk. So it is what it is. I can't really talk the way I want to talk. You get what I'm saying? So, shout out to Arlette. You say, Coach, let me co-host with you. You need help. Your voice is struggling. Yeah, if you want to co-host, sis, I'll let you co-host. Just let me know. I'll drop you the link. Shout out to Mr. Golden in the building. Mr. Golden. Shout out to my sister Nick Rick. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Yarmis. You say Coach always says them on the Euros can't take the body shots. Nah. That dude right there, man. That dude right now is a once in a generational talent, Oleksandr Usyk. The advantages that he have on other heavyweights, he moves around the ring like a middleweight. He's very light on his feet. He understands distance and range very well. He's very, very fast. I didn't realize how fast he was. I knew he was always fast, but last night he looked faster. Last night when he was throwing combinations and the shots he was hitting Anthony Joshua with. I'm gonna tell you something else I did like in the fight. I like when Joshua was getting hit with some clean shots. He responded a lot better taking those shots than he did in the first fight. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't looking all wide-eyed and like, oh my gosh, I just got hit with a good shot. he was looking very mean and mad, like he wanted to get him. You know what I mean? And so I really like that. His mindset was different last night. Now, after the fight, the stuff he did after the fight, I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. Stuff he did after the fight. I even saw him cry at the press conference. That let me know that shit. You know, he wanted to win, dog. He got a, you know, he was hurt by that shit. He wanted to win. He was really, really hurt by that shit. He had a lot riding on it. He got a bed full of money to lay on, so I ain't throwing no pity parade for his ass at all. Anthony Joshua's probably one of the richest fighters on the planet Earth. Him and Canelo Alvarez are two of the. There's no fight in boxing that's richer, have more money than Anthony Joshua and Canelo. So he has a bunch of money to go home and lay down on. You know what I mean? He can lay in the bed full of money, so I don't feel sorry for him at all on that. But you know, it lets me know that he cares. You know, fighters like him, they care. They want to win. Oleksandr Usyk cares. He wants to win. Fighters like Canelo, they care. They want to win. When you fighting top guys, this is a part of the game. And I always say, welcome to the fight game, partner. I always say, welcome to the fight game, partner. This is what it's all about. So he ain't got nothing to hang his head on. It was a classless act by him after the fight. It was very classless after the fight. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Shout out to Jab. He said Coach lost his voice screaming for Leon. That was last night. Nah, man. Nah, I'm coming over. I'm getting over the. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, and I tell you guys this time and time again, like, you know, these new guys who come to my channel, they don't know, like, they don't understand. Like, I remember when doggone when Usyk fought in the WB in the World Boxing Super Series, and a lot of guys didn't know who he was. I saw all of those fights. I saw when he fought Huck. You see what I'm saying? Marco Huck. You know what I mean? I saw when he fought him. And this guy goes all over the world beating ass. He goes all over the world beating ass. So I saw that. I saw when he won that series, he won the Muhammad Ali trophy, the same trophy that Josh Taylor won. I saw when he beat Breedis in the welterweight, in the cruiserweight tournament. I saw when he beat Breedis. When he went over to his country in Latvia and beat him over there. This dude is Thanos for real. This dude is the real Thanos. He's like, if there's the boxing Thanos, he's that one. He goes to there's no fighter that I know of that's a champion that's been to more countries that he's been to and beat champions. This is what he does. You see what I'm saying? I remember when he beat Gassif. I remember when he beat Gassif in the cruiserweight in the tournament. I remember when he beat Gassif. You see what I'm saying? And I think that fight took place in Saudi Arabia. You see what I'm saying? I remember that. We know what he did to Bellew. He beat Bellew ass in London. You see what I'm saying? Then when he moved up to heavyweight, he came to Chicago here in America. He beat the shit out of Witherspoon. He beat the shit out of Witherspoon. You see what I'm saying? So I seen that dude fight. We saw what he did to Dale Boy, and he beat Joshua twice. And he goes all over the world beating these guys. And these guys are bigger than him, stronger than him. But guess what? He fights to his advantages. He has a stronger gas tank. You know what I mean? I talked about, if you listen to my show Friday, I said this. I picked Joshua to win. And I picked Joshua. I said Joshua had to stop this dude. That's the only way he could win. He almost pulled it off, but at the end of the day, he got beat. That's the facts. Anybody who rode with Joshua, don't turn your back on him. He lost. This is the fight game. You see what I'm saying? If you turn your back on the fighter because they lose, you was never a fan of that fighter. A lot of these boxing fans are very fickle anyways. So, you know, you praise guys for fighting cherry picks and bums and tomato cans, and you talk about your fighter being cash cows and A-sides of the streets and this and that. And you know, and as a boxing fan, you should want to see your fighter fight the best fighters out there. You should never praise your fighter for fighting a tomato can. You know what I mean? But that's just the school I grew up in. But let me get to the chats. Let me talk to the people in the chat. Hold on. Let me talk to the people in the chat. My fucking throat hurting, but let's see. Shout out to Pugilism. He say Fury not only has size frame advantage, he got IQ, awareness, gears, override, Usyk's best gears. The only way we gonna know that, they gotta fight. I don't think Solo King, what they say, fanboys always jump on bandwagons. Yeah, you're right about that. That's what fanboys do. They don't know nothing about boxing though. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Somebody said something. Yeah, you talking about Fury. I don't think Fury takes that fight. because he said he wanted $500 million to fight Oleksandr Usyk. No one is going to pay him $500 million. Who's going to pay 500? Bob Arum ain't going to pay no $500 million. Oleksandr Usyk's team not going to pay $500 million. You see what I'm saying? So I think what we're going to get from Fury and his fan, this is what we're going to get from Tyson Fury and his fan base. They're going to say that Usyk can't beat Fury. Fury's too big, too strong. They're going to say that Fury doesn't have anything else to prove. They're going to say, if they want to fight him, because Tyson Fury has two promoters he has to pay. He has to pay Bob Arum and he has to pay Frank Warren. So, but $500 million is ridiculous. When you say stuff like that, you don't want to fight this guy. So I just don't think that fight is going to happen. I think it's going to be a bunch of bullshit, politics. You're going to hear from Bob Arum. Bob Arum's going to say, yeah, we're going to reach out to Usyk's team. And you know how cheap Bob Arum is. Bob Arum don't like putting up money for no fights. So I think Oleksandr Usyk's team are going to have a very, very hard time negotiating with Bob Arum and Frank Warren. And I don't think that fight's going to get made. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. Fight's not going to get made. So Fury going to do a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to beat the cruiserweight. I beat him. I beat Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko is from Ukraine. So I beat Usyk. He's going to say all of that, but that fight's not going to happen. I can promise you that. It's not going to happen. I'm just being real. That's how I see it. It's not going to happen, guys. Usyk said that he wants to fight. Tyson Fury. If he don't fight Fury, he's not fighting nobody. So it's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. So I think it's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. They're not gonna fight. Let me read my open soliloquy. Oleksandr Usyk beats Anthony Joshua in a unanimous decision. Hold on, guys. Says he wants Fury next. Is Usyk the real boogeyman of the heavyweight division? Where am I getting this boogeyman shit from? I used to always hear that King Kong Ortiz is the boogeyman of the division, and Ortiz ain't beat no goddamn body. How the hell a dude that ain't beat nobody, a boogeyman of the division, he ain't beat no goddamn body. But this dude Usyk goes all over the world whooping ass, and these big heavyweights, they're too slow. They're too slow for him. They don't have the footwork, and they can't impose their will on him. And I think for Usyk, he understands these bigger guys want to try to impose their physical stature on him. So he moves around a lot. He has very, very good angles when he throws punches. He never keeps his hand on the beeline. You really can't see. If you see the way he was moving a lot as the fight got late, as it got late in the fight with Joshua and Usyk, I think especially the 10th, 11th, and 12th round, because I gave those last 3 rounds to Usyk. Joshua couldn't hit him. It was like, God, this motherfucker keep moving. And then he hit him to the body. Then he had to try to grab him and stuff like that. He was just too quick. And the average heavyweight is not used to moving around like that. There's no heavyweight today that moves around like that. That motherfucker is, in my opinion, he's the best, in my opinion. But and he's only had 20 fights as a pro. I think he's only had 20 fights as a pro. So he's accomplished more in 20 fights as a pro than fighters who have 40-some fights. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. So, but me personally, I want to see that fight with Usyk and Fury. And if that fight happens, I'm going with Usyk. I just think he's a more superior fighter. But I don't think that fight's going to happen, to be honest, guys. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So Oleksandr Usyk beats Anthony Joshua again to retain the unified heavyweight titles in Saudi Arabia. Immediately after the victory, when asked who does he want to fight next, Oleksandr Usyk immediately replied he wants to fight Tyson Fury. He also said that Fury's the only fight that he wants, and he wants to fight him for undisputed. See if he can get the last belt. He said if he can't get Fury in the ring, then he won't fight anyone else. He will retire. Oleksandr Usyk is a once-in-a-generational lifetime fighter. He has been all over the world beating other fighters in their own backyard. Oleksandr Usyk does not care if you are the A side, no problem. Oleksandr Usyk does not care which promotional company that you fight for, No problem. Oleksandr Usyk, he doesn't care about which side of the street that you're on. No problem. Oleksandr Usyk only cares about one thing, and that's becoming the undisputed champion and beating your ass. You know, he'll fight you in America. He'll fight you in China. He'll fight you in Russia. He'll fight you in the UK. He'll fight you in Germany, or he'll fight you anywhere else in the world. It doesn't matter to Oleksandr Usyk. There's no fight on the planet that I know that does this. The question is, when I say does this, I don't mean go to one person's country one time and beat them and then go, that's it. Like this guy's literally been to 7, 8 different countries. 7, 8, 9, 10 different countries, beating motherfuckers' ass. This is what he does. The question is, will Tyson Fury accept the challenge? That's the question. Only time will tell, guys. As for Anthony Joshua, we'll just have to see what move he makes next. I think Joshua he was very emotional. He was tripping last night in the post-fight. He was tripping last night in the post-fight. In the ring. He was tripping last night. Looked like a sore loser. But outside of that, he have nothing to put his head down on. You lost to one of the best motherfuckers that ever put on a pair of gloves. And that he has no shame of. So keep your head up on that. Jeff Luciano say Fury and Usyk travels well. Yeah, Fury's a traveler too. Halim said AJ should retire. Why? Why should he retire, Halim? You sound very stupid, Halim. Why should AJ retire? Because he lost to Usyk? You know how dumb that sounds? And Halim, you come from a I guess you come from a boxing background. You of all people would know better to say some dumb ass shit like that. Shout out to my sister Arlette. Salute to you, Arlette. Mr. Nice, what you say, fam? He say Joshua was tripping, but Thurman was wilding. Yeah, I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none of that. Pooja, look, what you say? You say AJ showed lots of improvement. Good hand move. Yeah. He showed lots of improvement. He got a lot to build on. He got a lot to build on. He definitely got a lot to build on, fam. I definitely that. Shout out to Mr. Nice.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Joshua was tripping, but Thurman was wild. I didn't see none of the fights after the fight last night. I had to go drink tea. I had to eat some ice cubes and stuff like that because my throat was very sore.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
What does Halim say? He say, look, AJ lost the fight. Pertinial, I don't understand. Pertinial big fight with Fury in the UK. I don't even understand what you're saying. Fam. I don't understand what you're saying. Shout out to Sawab.
Hey, okay.
Dropping them 2 pounds on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say? You say this AJ beats every other heavyweight in the ear, including Fury. Okay.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Halim say facts. AJ fans were born last night. They was born last night because of his antics inside of the ring after he lost. They wasn't born prior to him doing that. They gave both men a standing ovation. Facts. You forgot to mention that part. The only reason they booed his antics out of the ring. You got to put it in his proper context. His performance, they did not boo his performance. Shout out to Ahmed.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my brother, man. He said for your cup of tea, man. I appreciate that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. Look, Green House P say no excuses for that BS. Nah, there's no excuses for that. He gets none over here. He gets none over here. Shit, I remember doggone James Lights Out Tony. My guy. You know, James Lights Out Tony, one of my favorite fighters ever. Shout out to Arlette. She said, can I call? Yeah, we don't have the likes up, Arlette. We don't have the likes up. We get the likes over 200, I'll open up the phone lines, but we don't have the likes up. So 200 is the magic number, and I'm shutting the show down in an hour and a half. So if we can get the likes up before then we can make it do what it do. Shout out to Agent Big 30. He said, get well. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good, dog. I'm got energy and everything. It just I'm trying not to talk. I'm trying not to strain my vocal cords because it feels very, very sore. It hurts. It's very painful when I talk. It's very painful when I talk. So I'm just trying to stay calm. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So, as a matter of fact, where's my phone anyways? Let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure I got it set up. Damn. Make sure I got it set up. Okay, cool. Oh, my bad. The Bluetooth was off. There you go. There you go. Hold on. My bad. The Bluetooth. Okay, there we go. Shout out to Chickarelli. What's up, baby?
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Chickarelli, what you say, fam? You say fighters have a lot of emotion invested into each fight. So it's understandable that Joshua will be upset over another loss. But he also needs to be respectful of his opponent, moment to shine. I totally agree with that. And that's why I say that was very, very classless. Because that was Oleksandr Usyk's moment to shine. And what he did was very, very classless. It looked like he had like a mental breakdown, to be honest with you. It looked like he just had a mental breakdown. There's no excuses for that. You got to know how to, conduct yourself. Shit, I remember James Toney. I seen James Toney was interviewing with Jim Gray, and he was, he took the microphone from Jim Gray. Man, fuck that, give me the microphone. And he said, I'm the best motherfucker in the world. Yada 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 yada. And then Jim Gray was trying to say something. He gave him Jim Gray like took the mic back from James Toney. And then when Jim Gray tried to say something, James Toney slapped the mic out of his hand. It walked off.
True.
I'm dead ass serious, dog. So I don't see some crazy shit. I don't see some crazy shit in press fight conferences. I don't see some crazy shit, dog. So I know how it is. I don't see some crazy shit, bro. I don't see riots break out in the ring. I don't see some crazy shit. Some crazy shit in boxing, puzzle. Well, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, boy. Reese Mack said Usyk stood there waiting for AJ to finish his speech the same way you stand still when a crazy person enters your subway car. You just stay cool, wait it out, and hope the person doesn't attack you. Yeah. I know they were like, man, this motherfucker here, man, what the fuck wrong with Joshua? Shout out to my brother, the one, Mr. Ham. What'd you say, fam? He said, I agree. AJ had a mental breakdown. Now he needs to lay low for a while and continue to get better. Yeah. He all right. I mean, he all right. Shit, we ain't claiming that mental health shit like these other fighters be doing. We ain't doing that. Ain't claiming that mental health shit because a lot of these fighters be using that shit as an excuse. Nah, he just had a lot of pressure on him, I guess. You know what I mean? And you know what I think it is too. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is too with the one, Mr. Ham. This is what I believe. Now, I have no proof of this. But a lot of these fighters, guys, they watch a lot of people's videos. They look at a lot of people's comments. They get a lot of criticism from a lot of these fans, right? And every fighter has a crazy, rabid fanboy base that says they live their lives vicariously through their fighters. And a lot of the critics, and I always say Anthony Joshua was not a mentally strong person to handle the criticism. Now, he is a mentally strong person to get back in the ring, because when everybody said that, hey, you need to leave Usyk alone, he went right back in there with him. I want to say this before I forget. What I don't understand about some of you boxing fans, what I don't get about some of you guys, you complain that certain fighters don't fight the top guys in the division, don't fight the tough fights. And then the fighters who do fight the tough fights, if they lose, you say they trash and garbage because they lost. I don't get that. It's like you guys, you argue both sides of the coin. You call for the big fights, and then when the big fights come and you don't get the outcome that you want, you'll turn on your fighter, or you'll diss the fighter who got in there with another world-class fighter. I don't understand that shit. And then you say he has no heart. How the fuck he ain't got no heart? He got in the ring with the same guy twice. Your fighter fighting tomato cans. Your fighter fighting Uber drivers. Y'all did the same shit when Canelo lost to Bivol. When Canelo lost to Bivol, they did the same shit. Oh man, he trash. He need to retire. Look what Bivol exposed him. How? That's a world-class fighter. Welcome to the fight game, partner. Shit. But anyway, shout out to Swab.
Hey, okay.
For dropping number 2. Bam, pounds on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Swab, he said, let's not forget AJ came back to fix his mess up. Hey, man, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The fight doctor said that Joshua still makes too many mistakes. His balance is bad, and he overcommits the punches. Oleksandr Usyk can make you do that. Oleksandr Usyk can make you do that. That's what Oleksandr Usyk does. Oleksandr Usyk can make any fighter look that way. Let's see. We got another super chat. Shout out to Mr. Nice.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, AJ said I did it for the hood. Bro, if I beat that boy.
He's working. You're cutting. You're hurting. You see, he's not a machine. He's a man.
He said I did it for the hood. Shout out to my baby, man. One Mr. Nice.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Okay, hurt my damn throat to laugh. Shout out to the fight doctor, man. Salute to my brother, man, from the shot. Hey, shout out to Big Blunts, man. Big Blunts, what's going on, fam? Boss Dog in the building. What the lick read, man? Boss Dog in the building. What the lick read? He said, Coach, AJ did a WWE promo after the fight.
True.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, fam. He did that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though? I remember back in 2019 when Usyk came to Chicago. He came to Chicago and he beat he beat Witherspoon. You know what I mean? I remember he came to Chicago and beat Witherspoon, his first heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? So, bro, like I think people. This is what I think. Cause I study this shit. I really study this shit. I don't think that people are going to realize how good this dude Usyk is until after he retires. To see the footwork that dude has, the way he's able to slip and counter, and he's fast as hell, and the way he keeps that tempo up. In the heavyweight division, his conditioning is crazy. How his conditioning is, the way he's able to keep that tempo up, that fast tempo. And if you catch him with a good shot or some good shots, he'll start running around. He'll start moving around laterally in a circle. He'll move to the left. He'll move to the right. He'll move to the left, move to the right. And right when he gets your footwork right when he gets your feet the way he wanted that, then he comes back in. And then he start doing all this shit right here and doing this right here. And then he's waiting for you to throw that punch. And when you throw the punch to try to hit him in the head, because you're not going to hit him in the head, then he slips and pop, he comes in and lets off a combination. Then he gets a lot of there. Shit. And I think that the people who watching, they're caught up in they don't understand what they're seeing. They don't understand what they're seeing. You're not going to appreciate him until after he retired. Not going to appreciate him until after he retired. Shout out to Eric Gutierrez. He said, "Preach, coach." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what it is, fam. That's what it is. That's what it is. This dude is an apex predator. He's an apex predator. This ain't no fucking scrub. Like the same dudes who talking about Usyk now, you didn't see him fight doggone Tony Bellew. I saw that fight. You didn't see him fight in the World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight Tournament. I saw that. You didn't see when he beat Gassev. You didn't see when he won the Muhammad Ali Trophy, the lineal title, the Ring Magazine, Undisputed. You didn't see when he beat Bradis. You didn't see when he doggone beat when he beat Huck. You didn't see these fights. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know nothing about him. So it's new to a lot of these guys. You see what I'm saying? But they're going to learn. They're going to learn. They're going to learn. They're going to learn. They're going to see. You're not going to recognize them. You see what I'm saying? The big fighters, their size is their disadvantage. See, your disadvantage fighting Usyk is your size. You get what I'm saying? Because his footwork is second to none. His footwork is second to none. His footwork is second to none, period. Your size is your disadvantage because with Usyk, you're going to need quickness and speed. You're going to need quickness and speed. You're going to need stamina. You're going to need a very, very high ring IQ. Dang shit. So there ain't no heavyweights running around. There ain't no heavyweights running around doing that shit. And then he gonna cause you to reset and reset and reset and reset. Shit. And shout out to boxing gyms in the ring. Shout out to boxing gyms. Shout out to boxing gyms. Quickness, speed. You know what I mean? That dude there, man. That dude a motherfucker, man. What you say, you say, I won't even call them fans because they don't know jack about boxing. No, these guys don't know nothing about boxing. They don't. They don't all that. They don't know. They don't know. Jada said Fury has all that and 50-pound weight advantage. Fury is Fury is a world-class fighter as well. Fury is a world-class fighter as well, but his weight won't be his advantage. If anything, his weight would be a disadvantage to him. His weight would be a disadvantage to him because Fury is not faster than Oleksandr Usyk. Fury doesn't have better footwork than Oleksandr Usyk. You get what I'm saying? Fury doesn't have a higher gas tank than Oleksandr Usyk. So I disagree with you on that. I've been studying this shit a long time. Shout out to Jannard. What you say? You say, do you think Usyk has a better reign than Evander Holyfield? That's a good question. That's a good question, Jannard. Evander Holyfield was a motherfucker as well. Evander Holyfield was a motherfucker. You know what? That's a good question, fam. I got to think about that one. I got to think about that one. That's a good question, Jannard. You got me stuck. You got me stuck on that one, bro. That's a good question, Jannard. You got me stuck on that one, fam. You got me stuck on that one, brother. I got to think about that one. Shout out to Jay Brown.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jay Brown, I really appreciate the support, fam. You say you're absolutely right, coach. I have been talking about Usyk for years, and mofos was laughing at me. Bro, like they came in, bro. Hey, Jay Brown, you know the crazy part about it? Like these motherfuckers don't even, like they don't even, they have no idea. They have no idea. They have no idea at all. Like I talk about that. I talk about that World Boxing Super Series. They don't even remember that. I remember when a lot of these same guys were saying that, oh, it wasn't nobody in that weight division. He ain't cruiserweight trash. He ain't fought nobody. Usyk ain't all that. Now them same dudes, they on Usyk dick now. They on his nuts. Yeah, man, pray for Ukraine. They doing this shit right here. Wait a minute, y'all were the same dude they were saying the dude fought in the week tournament and all that stuff there. Ignored the fact that these boxing fans, they be so quick to discredit a fighter. You see what I'm saying? And then they fair weather. 1 minute they one minute you get what I'm saying? So I really don't pay these guys any attention. Jay Brown, to be honest with you. I learned not to. I used to pay them attention, but now I don't pay them any attention anymore, to be honest with you. Because I know who I'm talking to. I know some of these guys, not all, but I know some of these guys who I talk to. I know that they really don't know. They're ignorant and they don't know how ignorant they are. And they don't study this shit. I'm a student of the game. So they don't study it. So they don't know. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you know it. So I get it.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, shout out to my brother Will. Will, I owe you $10. I'm gonna send it to you. I lost a $10 bet with my brother Will. I gotta pay him. I'm gonna pay him right now on the phone. Let me pay him right now on the phone. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me pay my dog Will. Me and Will be betting. Will is the only guy I bet on the internet. It's only a couple of people I bet on the internet because when they lose, they pay, and when I lose, I pay. He's a trustworthy individual. Shout out to you, Will. I tell you what though, a lot of people who pick Usyk to knock Joshua out, and a lot of people who pick Joshua to knock Usyk out, both of us was wrong. It went 12 rounds. It went 12 rounds. Will, send me your send me your cash app. Send me your cash app again, fam. Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me see me do this. Oh, I got it. Will, I got it, Will. I got it, fam. Hold on, I got it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. Let me pay my dog right quick. Me and him had a $10 bet, so let me pay him. Pay. Hey, Will, I think we got another $20 bet on Clarissa Shields, and I think we got a $20 bet on Clarissa Shields and name was my Savannah Marshall too. Let's see, hold on. There we go. Yeah. Hey, Will, check your cash app. Check your cash app. There you go, right there. Check your cash app. I just sent it to you. He said, I think Usyk beats Fury. I think he's just going to be too quick. His movements or something else. Yeah, and I think about what's the cruiserweight that I thought beat Fury. Fury got a decision gift on that one. The one that knocked him down. The one that knocked him down. I forgot that cruiserweight that that gave him fits. And I thought he lost that fight, in my opinion. But yeah, I just think that quickness is gonna be too. That it's just it's like when he gets in front of you, it's like when Usyk is the type of guy when you're on the outside looking in, it looks like, oh man, this is all you got to do. Just do this and put your weight on him. Dog, when you get in the ring with him, it's something else. When you get in the ring with him, it's a whole nother animal. There's a whole nother animal when you get in the ring, bro. Whole nother animal. That shit totally different on the inside. Nah, he say, Coach, it was Cunningham, but Fury stopped him. Nah, it wasn't Cunningham, not Cunningham. Yeah, Cunningham was the one that knocked him down, but it was a cruiserweight that beat him. Well, it was a cruiserweight that Usyk. As a matter of fact, let me put it up. Let me put it up. He gave him fits. He gave him fits. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me look it up. Let me look it up now. Let me look it up now. The fuck? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me look it up. What is that guy's name? I keep forgetting his name. I saw that fight. I saw that fight. I remember I saw that fight. I saw that fight. I think me and my uncle saw that fight. What's that guy's name? What is that guy's name, man? Oh, what's that guy's name? I'm trying to find his name. Let me see what's up. I forgot the goddamn dude's name. I forgot the dude's name. McDermott. Is it McDermott? I think it's McDermott. I think it's John McDermott. That's what it was. It was early in his career. He was eight. He was on Tyson Fury was 8-0. But Tyson Fury ended up rematching him and he ended up stopping him. Tyson Fury did rematch him and he stopped him. That is true. Tyson Fury was like 7-0 at the time. That's what it was, John McDermott. All that, what did he say? You say, why is Fury in this conversation? He ain't fighting him. And you guys are discrediting Usyk and AJ. You can't pay attention to these guys who discrediting Usyk and AJ. You can't. Yeah, they fought twice. The first fight, I thought Fury lost. The second fight, Fury stopped him in the. Damn, when did he stop him? I think he stopped him in the 8th or 9th round. Second fight, Fury stopped him. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I just said that. I didn't see the other fight, so I don't know exactly what it is. Will, what did he say? He said, I think we just watched the two best heavyweights fight last night. You know, hey Will, another thing too, fam. I don't know if we're gonna get Will, I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. I'm telling you what it's gonna be. Tyson Fury wants $500 million. No fight in the history of boxing has ever got paid $500 million for one fight. So you can't take that serious at all. Then you're dealing with Bob Arum. Tyson Fury has 2 promoters he has to pay. So 2 promoters got to get their cut. It's going to be a bunch of, well, you know what I like about Oleksandr Usyk? And I said this, hey, Will, I said this yesterday. I said this yesterday, and I said this Friday. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to talk about, I need $500 million to fight Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to say, I'm the A side in this equation. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to say, shout out to my brother Uncle Charles. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to say, you're on the wrong side of the street. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to say, yeah, man, you got to be realistic. Oleksandr Usyk is not going to say, it has to make sense. He doesn't use duck language. Oleksandr Usyk says this. This is what Oleksandr Usyk says. Oleksandr Usyk says, you want to be the A side? No problem. You want to pick which size gloves I wear? No problem. You want to pick the referees and the judges? No problem. You want to pick the size ring? No problem. You want me to come into your country? No problem. You want your mama to be the referee? No problem. You want your daddy to be one of the judges? No problem. You want your baby mama or your wife? You want your baby mama or your cousin to be the other judge? No problem. You want your uncle to be the third judge? No problem. You want me to stand up and don't sit down in between fights on the stool? No problem. No problem. No problem. He just gonna come fight you. Anytime you hear a fighter say, I want to get paid $500 million, $500 million to fight a pumped up cruiserweight, that tell you everything you need to know right there. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. True. He ain't gonna say call Al neither. He ain't gonna say that. He said Usyk don't want that Sanchez work. Who is Sanchez? Talking about Frank Sanchez? Boy, hush. Boy, hush. Oh, yeah, whatever. You saying some? Listen, you saying that? You saying that? I know you ain't been watching boxing at all. You don't know shit about Oleksandr Usyk. I already know that. Shout out to one Mr. Ham. He said Usyk is a prime example of saying when you do good, good will come. He said good will come to you. Yeah. The one Mr. Ham. Salute to you, fam. He said fast, coach. Yeah, I'm just saying. It is what it is. The man say he want Fury next. What's gonna happen? What Bob Arum gonna do? What Frank Warren gonna do? Are they gonna make that fight? Or is Bob Arum gonna say, oh, undisputed is overrated? You know what, kid? Undisputed is overrated. And you gotta come sign with Top Rank. You gotta come sign with us in order to make the fight happen. All that bullshit. The shit that we got going on right now with Spence and Crawford. The shit we got going on right now with other fighters. You know what I mean? You got promotional companies and fighters that talk a whole lot of duck language, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand these boxing fans today. They like fighters who speak duck language. They like that duck shit. We got 160 likes. We need 40 more likes for me to open up the phone lines. And if someone call in, and when you call into the show, if we get the lights open enough in time, when you call into the show, don't be calling me filibustering. Don't call me filibustering. Keep your calls to 2 minutes. Keep your calls to 2 minutes. Make your points in 2 minutes. So to allow other people to call in. If you talk too long, I'm going to cut you off anyways. You got 2 minutes to make your points. And then let's keep it moving. Let's be respectful to allow other people to call in. And as you can see, my voice is sore, so I ain't finna be doing no arguing with a motherfucker anyways. I'm not. I ain't finna be doing no arguing with a motherfucker shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know. Shout out to Satoru. He said, you got that jacket in black? Nah, sir. Nah, but I don't have it in black, fam. I need to get it in black, bro. Yeah, man, these dudes be motherfucking. He said, I think AJ will destroy Wilder now, working with Robert. But Wilder has that equalizer. We'll never see that fight, Joshua and Wilder. That fight will never happen. Cause it's gonna be the same shit. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same shit. So, it's very like I think you guys fail to realize the only reason why the Wilder and Fury fight happened. The only reason why the Wilder and Fury fight happened was because of Top Rank and PBC was willing to work together for that fight. And that was only because of Deontay Wilder. Now, this is where I give, in my opinion, say the zone now putting money up for AJ versus Wilder. Why PBC won't put money up for AJ versus Wilder? PBC supposed to have all this money, right? You get what I'm saying, in my opinion? PBC supposed to be the place to be. They supposed to have all this goddamn boatload of money. They should shit. Well, they don't have to put the money up. They don't have to put the money up for AJ versus Wilder. They could just put the money up for Wilder, and the zone could put the money up for AJ. I'm finna break it down for you how this works. If you look at how, if you want to become a member, guys, it's pinned up into the chat, pinned up in the top of the chat. The way how Wilder and Fury fight got made, Bob Arum was not responsible to pay Wilder. And Al Heyman was not responsible to pay Fury. Bob Arum was responsible to pay Tyson Fury, and then the PBC was responsible to pay Wilder. So they shared the risk. How you make the Usyk how you make the Usyk and Fury fight, both they're gonna have to share the risk. How you make the Usyk and Fury fight, both promoters have to share the risk. So if Tyson Fury wants a boatload of money, Bob Arum and Frank Warren is going to have to put the money up to pay Tyson Fury. And whoever Oleksandr Usyk is with, his team is going to have to put the money up to pay him. That's how you make that fight happen. That's what top ranking the PBC did to make the Wilder Fury fight. But the way I give Deontay Wilder credit at, if Deontay Wilder doesn't put his foot down on Al Haymon, that fight never gets made. If Deontay Wilder never put his foot down on Al Haymon, that fight never gets made. Because everybody at the PBC, they say whatever Al want to do, call Al, wrong side of the street, this and that, yada, 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 yada. But shit, Wilder was like, look, Al, I want to fight Tyson Fury next. Now, that was a cherry pick that went wrong now. That was a cherry pick that went wrong in the first fight. It ended up a draw, and they thought that he was going to get some get back. You see what I'm saying? But Deontay, but I got to give credit out to Wilder. Wilder, oh, you know what? Damn. Will, I just sent it. I thought I sent you your money. I didn't. All right, here we go. Sorry about that, Will. Will, I thought I sent you your money. I didn't. There you go right there. There you go right there, Will. I thought I sent it to you. I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn. I thought the money ain't went nowhere. Sorry about that, fam. I just sent you your money. But you get what I'm saying, though? Deontay Wilder put his foot down, and you got to do that. You see what I'm saying? So Deontay Wilder is pretty much the closest thing to his own boss over there at the PBC, to be honest with you. But I don't think Shelly Finkel and them are going to allow him to fight anybody else outside of the PBC from this point forward, unless Wilder just put his foot down and say, nah, fuck that. We got the likes up yet? We don't have the likes up. We need 33 more likes. Carla, what's your name? Arlette. I know what it is. This is Arlette. Arlette, talk to me, sis.
Hey, Coach. Good Sunday afternoon.
How you doing, sis? We don't.
I'm okay. I'm gonna make it less than 2 minutes,
okay.
But I don't know if I'm on the air yet. No. I see comments in the chat that's saying something about Usyk and AJ, or Wilder will knock out AJ or Usyk or whatever.
Mm.
These are the types of fans I was talking about that frustrates me. They are the ones that are stopping these fights, because if promoters are hearing this type of stuff, they're going to say it's no point making the fight. And we know it's no proof that AJ will get knocked out by either Wilder or Fury, or either Usyk will get knocked out. Everybody has to fight one another. So when fans start talking that type of stuff, it messes up, a lot of the people. I feel a lot of the promoters and the matchmakers watch these chats like you and these other channels. They don't know what they're doing when they say things like this. They know darn well that Wilder got knocked out twice, and the second time it was a concussive knockout. We don't even know what type of man that Wilder's going to be after. Let's wait until the fight that he's coming. Going to, and then we can at least make some type of assessment. They're already saying these things. They don't know anything. They're just fanboying, and they're the ones that's destroying this fight. That's the same thing with the Terrence Crawford and the Spence. For years, that these same fans were down in these fights, and then now it's blowing up in our faces. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion.
Yeah. You
can have an opinion, but I've heard fans actually down in these fights.
Yeah.
And I think that's like creating, I want to see all these guys fight.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care if AJ, I'm a big AJ fan, but I don't care if AJ loses. I just want to see the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of these fantasy matchups. Nobody knows how these guys are. They just, to me, it goes by who they like.
Yeah.
If they're a Fury fan, of course Wilder's going to be good because Fury beat him. If they're a Wilder fan, the same thing.
Yeah.
Fury's going to be the best because, so, I mean, the same thing with the AJ fans. They're going to feel Usyk is better than Fury, and, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But this whole stuff is just getting on my nerves. It's getting corny to the point. Some of these guys in the chat, they're straight up theories, and I'm not gonna call out any names. So we're acting like real true like.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say anyway, Coach. Thank you, and I hope you get better. And I want to see another episode of Midnight Conversation. You need to talk about that scene with Charlo and his wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a whole show on that. We got a whole lot of shit we're gonna cover next week. So we're going live tomorrow. It depends on how I feel, but we'll go live tomorrow.
Please talk about that Charlo and his wife.
Yeah. I got a whole lot to say about that. But all right, I'll let.
And he's looking for 80-20.
All right, sis. Shout out to Arlette. Yeah, Arlette, I think Arlette, sis, the mistake I think you're making is this. In boxing, right? You've always had these type of fans that's been around, but I think social media has kind of like put a spotlight on it. These guys who don't want to see big fights, these guys who make excuses and arguments for why we shouldn't see a certain fight. Shout out to my brother, Uncle Charles. We shouldn't see a certain fight because we automatically know who wins. Those guys are not boxing fans. You know, anybody who know boxing know that, you can make a prediction, but the only way you're going to truly know who will win, they're going to have to get in the ring and fight each other. Anytime you hear someone who says they're a fan of boxing, that said, we don't need to see that fight because we don't need to see a world-class fighter fight another world-class fighter because we automatically know that the world-class fighter that I like will win. These guys are not fans of the sport of boxing. They're they're not fans of the sport of boxing. They're a fanboy of a particular fighter, and they don't want to see their fighter get in the ring with any tough competition. Because if you are a fan of the sport of boxing, and you love your fighter and you believe in your fighter, you'll say, you know what, man, yeah, I want to see my fighter fight that guy next. You're not going to say, oh, we automatically know my fighter beat him, so they don't need to fight each other. That's not a fan. That's a nut hugger. You know what I mean? That's a nut hugger. So I think the mistake that you're making, Arlette, is you getting emotionally caught up in what these guys say. Don't worry about these guys. You know these guys are not boxing fans. You know what I mean? If they are not saying they want to see their fighter fight Oleksandr Usyk next, or they want to see their fighter fight Anthony Joshua next, or they want to see their fighter fight Deontay Wilder next, or they want to see their fighter fight Dillian White next, or Canelo Alvarez next, or this or that. Or if they're saying they don't want to see their fighter fight the top guys, guess what? They're not fans of boxing. I don't care if it's an AJ fan or a Wilder fan or Usyk fan or a Fury fan. You don't hear that from Oleksandr Usyk fans. And Oleksandr Usyk fans are from the Ukraine. Those are the real fans of Oleksandr Usyk. Because a lot of you guys wasn't even talking about Usyk prior to him fighting AJ. So let's keep it real. But those are they don't know nothing about boxing. You can tell what they say in the chat, how long they've been watching the sport and who they are. And I say all that to say this: in the sport of boxing, who you fight matters. I've always said this: who you fight matters. And I said this 1,000 times. When you have an apex predator, and I say this all the time, if you tell me your fighter King Kong, he better be fighting Godzilla. If you tell me your fighter Optimus Prime, he better be fighting Megatron. If you tell me your fighter is Lion-O, he better be fighting Mum-Ra. If you tell me your motherfucker fighter is a space alien coming out of space, he better be fighting Ultraman. So I get it. So don't worry about these. Don't worry about these guys. You know what I mean? Don't worry about those guys. Let me see. Do we have the lights up yet? Yeah, we got 200 likes. We still got to get more likes. Let me open up the phone lines. Phone lines is open 530-494-9636. If you ain't talking about wanting to see the best fights, the best fighters fight the best fighters, I ain't trying to hear that shit myself. Phone lines open 530-494-9636. If you ain't talking about the best, if you using duck language and saying, well, you know, my fighter don't need to fight him because we know what my fighter do. Guess what? That's duck language. We don't do that over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. It's the wrong channel for you. Shout out to Will. He said, I don't really have a favorite fighter. I just love seeing quality fights. I do like Bud, but I want him to fight Spence. I win or lose. Yeah, I want to fight too, but that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. I don't know. Hopefully it will. Oscar, what you say? But he fought J-Rock.
True.
Oscar say, but he fought J-Rock. Shout out to Jay Brown.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jay Brown, he say, Coach, nobody beating Usyk for the next 3 to 5 years. Jay Brown, I disagree with that. He's not going to be around for 3 to 5 years. I think he got one more. He got one more fight. You know, he wants to fight Tyson Fury. If he can't get Fury in the ring, he's done. He's done. You know what I mean?
Hello?
Carlos, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, hi, this is Carlos from California.
All right, Carlos, hold on. Let me get the super chat out of the way. Shout out to my dog, Jay Brown.
Hey, okay.
I already did that. Let me go ahead and hit you with Huggy Bear right quick, man. Shout out to my brother Jay Brown, man. Yeah, I think he's gonna do one fight, fam, and he's gonna.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Uncle Charles, the number at the bottom. You have to call back after when his phone call is over with, though. What's your name again, my brother?
Carlos,
Carlos, where you calling from?
California.
Carlos from Cali, talk to me.
Yeah, I was calling just to ask, it's a bit off topic, but did you see the Navarrete fight last night?
No, I didn't. I didn't see any of the fights last night outside of the heavyweight fights.
Oh, okay, man. I don't want to hold you up, but I just want to get your opinion on that, but you didn't see it, so that's fine.
All right. Yeah. I was going to look at him and see. I see that Navarrete, he won last night. I think Navarrete won last night, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say that he looked really slow, and also his frame was way too big for that weight class. So I was gonna ask you if you think he's gonna fight again at that weight class or possibly move up.
You know what? To be honest with you, it'd be very unfair for me to make a judgment on that because I didn't see it. I would just have to really look at it to give you a very fair assessment. But me just taking your word for it, if you're saying that he looked very slow for the weight class, and if he looked very slow, he probably need to maybe move back down at a at a weight class that's probably more comfortable to him. You know, I don't know the reasons why he might have moved up, but I don't know. Do you know if he was having problems making weight?
Well, supposedly he did miss weight. He had to come back and completely take his whole clothes off. But then during the whole fight, you had Andre Ward and Bradley talking about his diet and how he's lucky to even make weight and possibly think about moving up. And then if you watch his fight, it looked like he was fighting in slow motion. Like his punches were way slow. He's missing his uppercut. He looked fatigued to me from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know, fam. I don't know. I really don't know. What did he move up in weight?
No, I mean he fought at his regular. He defended his belt, but I was just saying he
weight
didn't
drained.
look.
He weight drained.
Yeah, he weight drained. So
yeah.
So to me, it just looks like, I mean, in my opinion, I don't see him doing it successfully for the next. He'll probably get by with 2 fights, but after that, I don't see him making weight anymore.
I'm a firm believer in if a fighter is struggling with the weight, they need to move up. I'm a firm believer in that.
Right.
If a fighter is struggling with the weight, fam, Carlos, he need to move up. That's my opinion. He just need to move up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, man. Shout out to Carlos.
That's all I was calling for.
All right, shout out to you, fam. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Shout out to Sator. What'd you say? He say support. He say support my man. Hit the like button. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, man. Show your support. Fam. Uncle Charles, the number's at the bottom. Look at the bottom. It's showing at the bottom. 530-494-9636. Look at the bottom of the screen. It's showing at the bottom, fam. Let's see. F Society, what he say? He said, I'm just glad Usman got kicked in the head last night, KO. Oh, you know what? I saw it. Hey, F Society, I saw that. I saw the highlights of that. I heard Usman was winning that fight, but that kick to the head, boy, it was perfectly timed. I like the way the brother threw the left hand. He threw the jab to get, he set him up. He threw the jab to get Usman to move his head to the right. And then when he moved his head to the right to slip the jab, he came with that kick. He came. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect, dog. He said now that thing needs to move to 130 or 135. He's 5'7". You know what, Julio? I would probably say move up to 130 first. Not 135. Move up to 130 first and see how does he look at 130 before moving up to 135. You get what I'm saying? That's what I would say. I would say move up there. You know. Jaden said, I feel bad for AJ post-fight. He trained his ass off for 10 months just to lose. I'm glad he got 60 million. I mean, Jaden, I don't know if you know anything about boxing, dog, but somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. That's how this shit happens. These are professional fighters. These fighters are human beings at the end of the day. These fighters are human beings at the end of the day. I don't feel bad for him. He got $60 million. He got a lot of money, paying for the money. You know what I mean? So, he'll bounce back though. He'll bounce back. Shit. He'll bounce back. It is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? It's not the end of the world.
Hey, Coach. Hi, Coach. It's Lisa Bell.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa calling from New Jersey, Newark. Talk to me, sis.
Yeah, I was trying to find a number and then realize it was on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's showing at the bottom.
Yeah. Yesterday was wild, man. It was crazy. It was a great day of fight, and it's a great day of fights. Congratulations to Oleksandr Usyk. He put on a masterful performance. I thought AJ did really, really good. He just fell short. He doesn't have the footwork for Usyk. I felt like he could have walked him down maybe more, maybe use his jab more. Work to that body more. He was doing it, but Usyk is like an eel. He's just so slippery. It's hard to really catch him. And I heard you was talking about them big cumbersome heavyweights that's really big with them long limbs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for them to move around like that, But the disrespect is just it's just unwarranted. You know what I mean? Like he got in there and fought him back to back. He didn't drop his belt. He came back in there and fought him.
Hold on. The dude say stop sharing blunts during COVID. Hope you feel better, Coach. I don't smoke blunts. 2, I smoke by myself at my house. And 3, I didn't catch COVID. I don't know how I caught it, but I didn't catch it sharing blunts. So I appreciate you telling me to feel better, but you don't know what you're talking about, sir. With all due respect. Continue, Lisa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coach, I hope you feel better.
I feel good. Like I can run, jog now, stuff like that. I don't have trouble breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. It's just my throat is sore. That's all.
Right, and if you need anything, please don't hesitate. I'm always here.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
I even have to send it to you.
Thank you. Thank
you.
You,
but I'm just saying this before. I was just gonna say this before I shut up. Just the disrespect is unwarranted. You know what I mean, to Anthony Joshua, because he gets in there and he do what he got to do. He's still a work in progress. I know he's not total finished article yet.
Yeah.
But the disrespect is unwarranted because he do try to fight. He fights the best or attempts to fight the best. So if anybody got a problem with that, they just, you know what I mean? It's just hate. They really just don't like the guy. And that's because they envious of him. I'm going to call it like I see it.
All right. All right.
And,
go ahead. Sorry about that.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to Lisa. Lisa Bell's in the building saying her piece. Shout out to Jay Brown for dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jay, what to say, fam? He said, keep spitting that knowledge, coach, and get better soon. Yeah. I don't feel weak or nothing, dog. I'm telling you, I feel better than what I sound. I feel better than what I sound. I'll tell you that. It just, I don't want to strain my voice because call it what's your name, where you calling from?
What's up, man? Uncle Charles.
Uncle Charles, talk to me. Talk to me, my brother.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, you sound way better.
Man, I told you I was going to go ahead and try to get it straight. Let me just say this, man. I told y'all yesterday that I was picking Joshua. Yeah. Much to my sublime, I didn't want to. Yeah. You know why? Because Joshua didn't do enough to take the belts back. Yeah. And Usyk didn't do enough to keep them. They both didn't fight a good fight. If somebody takes something from you, it is your obligation to take it back. Now, I think Joshua would need to go ahead and fight Deontay Wilder and go ahead and get knocked out because that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to get you too nice. You're a puffed up muscle man that's too doggone nice. See, when somebody takes something, you got to take it back. Now, go ahead and fight Deontay Wilder and go to sleep. Go to sleep, and then when you wake up, you got your check and a gold jacket. Do that. Go ahead, and you'll still go down in the Hall of Fame and everything. But let me just say this. I'm going to make this prediction right now. I can tell you almost emphatically that Tyson Fury is going to kill Usyk within 9 rounds because he's not going to fight him like Joshua did. He's not going to fight scared. See, when you're big, you got to fight big. What the hell you fighting small for? This guy is way smaller than you. You're supposed to fight tall, not fight small. So let me just say this. Remember what I said about somebody taking stuff from you. Because Lord knows, man, I try to be the best family member I can. And even some of my family members I can't even stomach. Even after I invite them over my damn house and eat up all my damn food, and then one of them go in there in my bathroom and leave Satan in my toilet. And this is why I don't invite nobody over my house no damn more. And just in case people don't understand what I'm talking about, again, when somebody takes something to you, you got to take it back. My damn uncle, he got leg ran over by a train, and somebody around in the neighborhood took his false leg off the porch and took the damn leg up there to the pawn shop. And the man said, we don't take legs up here. Well, thank God that the police did do their job that day and stopped the man. And he brought the leg back to the house there, and he made my uncle hop over to the damn car. And my uncle said, thank you, officer. Listen, man, when you go get out and get a man his leg back, get out and get it to him on the porch. Don't slide it through the woman. And then try to damn finish you up on it, too. You help me, and then you kick me in the ass at the same time. And that's all I got to say, man. I appreciate it.
All right, shout out to Uncle Charles, man. Calling from Alabama. Yeah, I totally disagree with Uncle Charles saying that Anthony Joshua fought scared. I totally disagree with that. That's one. Two, I totally disagree. He said, well, you got to fight him. You got to fight tall. I do agree with you. He got to fight tall. The crazy part about it is some of you guys who say this shit, like, it's funny to me because Oleksandr Usyk is a 221-pound heavyweight now. He is a world-class fighter. I have been watching this guy since like 2012, 2013. This dude is good. He's good. And I think you guys who call in, and I got respect for my brother Uncle Charles, you totally missed that. This dude will make any heavyweight in the ring look like that. No heavyweight has better footwork than him. Nobody has an engine that he has. His stamina is second to none. He's fast as all outdoors. You got to catch the motherfucker to hit him. You got to be able to land the right shots. You get what I'm saying? When he's still. I saw Usyk get hurt last night, multiple times in the fight last night. So I totally disagree with that. He won the championship rounds easy, 10, 11, 12. He won all three of them. And as the fight goes on, he picks up the pace. He fights at a high pace. I'm like, I know when you say that, a lot of you guys, y'all don't know nothing about this guy. And I get it, I understand. I trust me, I get it. I do get it. You don't know. It's like, I know something that you don't know. I get it. I understand. James, what you say? He said Usyk went up a gear in round 10 and AJ never had the gear to keep up. Facts. Yeah, that's facts. James, you hit the nail right on the head. You hit the nail right on the head. That dude, after he got hurt and almost got stopped in the 9th round, he came back the next round and he forgot all about that 9th round and picked up the pace. What heavyweight can do that shit? Fight at the speed he fights at. The angles he throw punches at. Come on, man. Shit. These dudes, I can tell what they say in the comments. They don't know nothing about Usyk. They don't. They don't. I know they don't. He say, Coach, Usyk is the real deal, and I don't see nobody beating him right now. Yeah. Kane, what you say? You say Usyk is Usyk name is Big Loma. Nah, Usyk is better than Lomachenko. Lomachenko got 2 losses. Lomachenko know what it's like to lose. Usyk don't. There's no comparison to me. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Lorenzo, calling from Texas.
Lorenzo calling from Texas. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach. I want to say I'm pretty proud of Joshua. That was a tough fight. Usyk is different. Footwork, speed work. He's tough. And Joshua gave it all he got.
Yeah.
But I don't know why these guys think Deontay Wilder have all this talent. Joshua will clean this guy out. You know, Joshua fights the toughest fight. Even Tyson Fury don't fight the fight Joshua fight. And I think I'm proud of Joshua.
Yeah.
He gave it all he got.
Yeah.
And thank you for accepting my call, brother.
Shout out to Lorenzo from Texas, man. Everything big in Texas, man. Everything big in Texas. Bro, it's like, damn, my voice, I'm sick and I get it. Nah, I can't. My voice hurt. He say facts, Usyk didn't get tired. Hey, Giovanni, it's not that he didn't get tired. If you look in between the rounds, I watched the fight, right? If you look in between the rounds, when he was getting instructions from his trainer, he was breathing hard. And he was praying. He had his head up. He was talking while his trainer was talking. He was praying. He know he had to dig deep. That was a hard fight for Usyk last night. That was a hard fight for Joshua. That wasn't a walk in the park. And this what happened when the best fight the best. He was tired, but he know how to fight through that shit. That dude, I'm telling you, man, that dude good, dog. That dude, the motherfucker. I've been watching the dude since 2013. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Adrian from D-Block, D-Town, Dallas, Texas, baby.
Adrian, talk to me.
Come on, Coach. Just like the caller before him. I love Texas. We big. I love the way he showed respect for Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua's resume will be a Hall of Fame resume. He fought tough fights when he shouldn't have. He should have just ducked as many guys as he could and just stayed with that IBO title. But he got everything together. He got the good team behind him. He'll bounce back. It'll take some time. He's only 32 years old. I mean, Usyk ain't going to last forever in the division. That doesn't mean, you can't have another title fight. But, we already know what's going to happen. Wilder is a bomb. I know he fought Tyson Fury, but he tried to catch him at the wrong time. He got caught. Tyson Fury, he's great, but he only fought one legitimate. Well, two, my bad, Vladimir Klitschko. He's a Hall of Famer too, Coach. So I got to give him credit for that. Usyk, one more dance. He wants that last title. I get Usyk big props. But Anthony Joshua, we got to salute him and respect him, just like we did for Marvin Hagler to fight Sugar Ray Leonard for that title unit at middleweight. And for him to last that long to get that fight he finally wanted was with Sugar Ray. So I think respect for Joshua. He will be a legitimate top heavyweight of all time. He showed his pedigree. He's great. The gold Olympic star. That's all I got to say, Coach.
All right.
We do it big in Texas.
Yes, sir.
Big.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Adrian, man. Shout out to Adrian, man. Juggernaut, what you say? You say Wilder said AJ was a broken man last night. Wilder knows Deontay Wilder knows from experience what a broken man feels like after a loss. He knows. Shout out to William. He say Fury dethroned the 10-year champ. Dethroned the 10-year champ. I'm not gonna lie, that Tyson Fury Vladimir Klitschko fight in 2015, that was the worst. That was the worst title fight I've ever seen in my life. Tyson Fury won the fight, but bruh, it was jab, grab, and hold. Jab, bap, bap, grab and hold. Two-piece, bap, bap, grab and hold. Bruh, like that was the worst. That was, I swear to God, dog. That was the worst fight I've ever seen in my life. And I'm talking about for when I say worst fight, I'm talking about both fighters. I was talking about both fighters. So that shit right there. But he did dethrone him. He did that. Jaden say Coach doesn't like Fury. Can't blame him, but he's a hell of a fighter. Nah, Jaden, I don't say this 1,000 times. I like Tyson Fury inside the ring. Tyson Fury is a hell of a fighter. He's one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing. I've always said that. I said what I don't like about Tyson Fury is he's a big liar outside of the ring. So my criticism of Tyson Fury is outside of the ring, not inside of the ring. I said that 1,000 times, but I do know, I trust me, I get it. I know you're a Fury fanboy. I get it. You're young, though. You're young. So I'm going to charge it to your age. I know you're a young jitterbug. You don't know too much about boxing. So I get it. Shout out to James. What you say, fam? You say respect to AJ. He has achieved greatness. But the belt thrown outside of the ring was shocking. Yeah, it was. That was crazy. Hey, James, it looked like he had some kind of fucking... Hey, James. Hey, James, he looked like some kind of... I don't know what the fuck AJ was going through. Took the microphone, throwing the belts down, wanted to fight everybody. I don't know. Yeah, man. Shout out to Nessa Ramirez.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Nesta say Usyk versus Holyfield. Who would you pick? In their prime cruiserweight? Holyfield.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
In my opinion, what you say, fam? You say, Coach, does Fury having illegal problems? I mean, I don't know. Not that I know of. Not that I know he's banned from entering the United States, so he can't come to America no more. I know that. I think because of his association with Canahan, Daniel Canahan, his association with the Irish mob boss, so he can't come to the United States anymore. But I don't know a thing about him having any legal issues, to be honest with you. Oh, Steven. You talking to the fight doctor. Rockman, what you say? He said Holyfield too rough and resilient for those dudes. Yeah, Holyfield another animal at cruiserweight. When he was a cruiserweight, Holyfield an animal, bro. Because Holyfield had great stamina too. Holyfield was an all-around fighter. He gonna war. He gonna war. He gonna make it. You know what I mean? But that's a fantasy match, so that's just my opinion. Shout out to Nick Rich. What he say? Say I don't think AJ wanted sympathy. He was pissed. Just let it all hang out. Yeah. A lot of these fighters. Let me tell you something, guys. A lot of these fighters, they listen. They watch Twitter. They watch YouTube videos. They read comments. They get all of the hate, the criticism that come from their detractors, and that shit get to them. Because they watch it. You get what I'm saying? And you got the weight of, you know what I mean? And you got to be mentally strong, dog. Like you can't let shit like that phase you. You can't be acting classless like that in the ring. Shit, but I seen worse. James Toney is a perfect example. James Toney, my guy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Fight Doctor's in the house on Rick James status as always. going on, Coach?
Fight doctor, talk to me, fam. You calling from the shot, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to me.
So yeah, there's this comparison between Usyk and Holyfield. If you want to compare Usyk and Holyfield in terms of their cruiserweight career, then perhaps there are some fair comparisons to be made. But in terms of their overall career, there's just no comparison to be made. I mean, Holyfield, not only does he have Hall of Fame level of opposition, Holyfield has wins over all-time great heavyweights.
Yeah.
Right? All-time great fighters.
I think they were talking about. I think they were talking about cruiserweight. I think they were talking about. Well, I thought that they were talking about cruiserweight when they were talking about comparing the two. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some conversation going on in the chat. Comparing Usyk to Holyfield overall. Now, I would agree if you're going to compare their careers in terms of their cruiserweight careers, then that is a fair comparison.
Yeah.
But in terms of their overall breadth of work, Holyfield is by far the superior fighter. And honestly, I really don't think there's anything Usyk could do at this point to change that. Let's be honest.
That's just a fantasy match. It's the same thing when people say Tyson Fury beat Muhammad Ali. It's the same shit. So that's what you comparing and all that shit. It's the same shit. Or Wilder is 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside the ring. And it's the same shit. Say the people make the same argument. I don't even entertain that shit myself. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, look, at this point, Usyk's best win as a heavyweight is Andy Ruiz leftovers. And that's a fact. So for everyone in the chat, before you want to compare Usyk to Evander Holyfield, Usyk has to prove something at heavyweight beyond just having beaten Andy Ruiz leftovers. Okay, because let's be honest, Andy Ruiz wins.
Why do you say that he fought Andy Ruiz leftovers?
Well, I mean, look, Andy Ruiz knocked out Anthony Joshua.
Okay,
look, it's not like Usyk beat an undefeated Anthony Joshua. No, Anthony Joshua been previously knocked out.
How long have you been watching boxing?
I've been watching boxing 30 years.
So you do know this.
Over 30 years.
You do know this is the fight game. So any fighter,
I understand that very well.
And any fighter that loses, you could say that well, Muhammad Ali lost to Ken Norton. So when he lost to Frazier first. So by the time George Foreman or somebody else got to him, well, you ain't beat nobody. You beat Frazier leftovers. Or any fighter, whoever your favorite fighter is that may have a loss, and I'm pretty sure you got some fighters who you like that have losses. Those fighters, whoever they fight after that, they're fighting their leftovers. Do you use that same language for those fighters?
Well, I'm just stating the fact.
I'm just asking. But I'm asking the question.
Well, it depends on the fighter, so it's case by case. Okay. And in this case, look, Anthony Joshua is not as an accomplished fighter as Muhammad Ali. Look, you gotta understand, when Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier, or when Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman, Muhammad Ali was already a legend by that point. He had already proven himself. All right, he's beaten Sonny Liston. Okay, he's proven himself. What exactly had Joshua proven up until the point where he fought Andy Ruiz? He hadn't proven much. Okay, so again, when we talk about Anthony Joshua, we're talking about a guy who really has not done a whole lot at heavyweight. So I think it's fair for me to call him Andy Ruiz leftovers, because other than beating Andy Ruiz, what has he really done?
What you mean? What has he done?
Other than losing to Andy Ruiz, what has he really done?
He's a two-time unified champion. He avenged his losses. He fought Oleksandr Usyk, which is arguably probably one of the best heavyweights in the world at the moment, world-class fighter. And I get it. I understand. You hate Anthony Joshua. I get it. I understand that. So you saying all that to say, well, you hate Anthony Joshua. He's Andy Ruiz leftovers. You got that off your chest. Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm not an Anthony Joshua hater. I just call him like I see it. That's all.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's it. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
All right. Shout out to Lady Shan. She said original AJ hated from the morning. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Fight Dr. feel the way he feel, but he's definitely Anthony Joshua hater. Because I'm pretty sure he won't say that about any fighters that he likes. So, But shout out to the fight doctor. I totally disagree with you on that, fight doctor. You my brother, I rocks with you, but I disagree with you on that. Disagree with you on that. You can say that for any fighter that loses. You can say that they're fighting the fighter who, as a matter of fact, you could say Demetri Bivol ain't do nothing but beat Floyd Mayweather leftovers. You can say that if Deontay Wilder was to lose his next match to Ergovich, or not Ergovich, Helenius. Helenius ain't did nothing. He beat Tyson Fury leftovers. You know what I mean? So, I get it. I understand. Trust me, I get it. I get where you're coming from. I listen to language very well. And I get it, understand. Ain't no problem with that, but I totally disagree with you on that. You've been watching boxing 30 years. You should be a whole lot more knowledgeable than that, fight doctor. You should know better. You of all people. What you say to Chief? He say the whole leftovers logic is retarded. Yeah, people who say leftovers, those are people who they say that. And this is the truth. The people who say that, they say that because they hate that fighter. And I get it, I understand. Just come out and say, man, I hate that nigga, man. I hate that nigga Joshua. Don't like him. He ain't did nothing. And then for you to sit back and say he haven't done anything. It's like, damn, okay, he ain't done anything. He beat Vladimir Klitschko. He's a 2-time unified heavyweight champion. He fought probably arguably the best fighter in the world, and Oleksandr Usyk twice. Went back to back with him. Got stopped by Andrew Ruiz. Went right back and revenged his loss and beat him in the 12 round. Beat him, won every round against him. I mean, bro, like how can you just gonna throw that out of the window because you don't like the guy? So I do believe that you're stating facts, but really you're hating on him and you're disguising it as facts. So I respect you be a man and just say, I hate that motherfucker. Just say that. I can respect that. But because I hear it in your voice. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just admit it though. Shout out to in my opinion. He said Usyk don't fight like an average European. His footwork is different. Nah. Usyk is calling on the phone up. Yeah, Usyk is a special fighter, dog. He's special. Usyk is special, dog. Usyk is special. And it's like they trying to take away from Usyk as well. It's like they're not trying to give Usyk his props. Like this motherfucker good. Like he's a, and I tell you guys this here, man. Like, welcome to the fight game. And you can tell what a motherfucker say out of their mouth, just how much they know about it, the sport. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I get it. James Hickey, he say, man, show respect for what AJ has done. Let's see what we got. Shit. Hold on, phone line's over 530-494-9636. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Al out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, bro. I just wanted to get your take on
Milwaukee. Talk to me, Phil.
Yeah, so I just want to get your take on a couple of things. Does Vasily Lomachenko's dad, as a trainer, get his just due as being one of the top trainers in boxing?
You say what you say? Vasily Lomachenko's dad? What about him?
Yeah, does he get his just due as being one of the top trainers in boxing?
You know what? Is he training anyone else outside of Oleksandr Usyk? I mean, you say who trained again? You say Oleksandr Usyk dad?
Yeah, no. Well, Lomachenko trains Usyk, and of course Lomachenko. And I'm saying, does he get his just due as being one of the top trainers?
Who else he trains?
I think it's just them two. I think for now, I think.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, but the two that he got, I mean, he's doing great things. And I don't think he gets his just due as a trainer, though.
Hey, Al. Al.
What's up? What's up, man?
He got two bad motherfuckers.
He showed dude.
And they've been boxing since they was little kids, so they was raised in this shit, bro. He got two bad motherfuckers. Talking about Papachenko. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to the American fan base and stuff like that, look, my voice trying to get a little stronger now. When it comes to the American fan base and stuff like that, Americans are very hateful.
Yeah, they're always for the home team.
I'm talking about not even the home team. They're not even always for the home team. They're for their guy. When it's their guy, he can't do any wrong. They come with these. They argue. I call it the both sides of the coin argument. They argue both sides of the coin. They don't have any objectivity when it comes to their fighters, their trainers. They don't know how to be fair and balanced with their analysis. It's always one-sided. And that's what they are. So they're not going to give him the credit that he deserves. Papachenko, they're not going to give him the credit that he deserves. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, you never seek to get validation from other people. The only people you should seek validation for is the people yourself and people who are in your corner. But you just keep doing what you do. A lot of these people who may not want to give Papachenko credit or Butter McGirt credit or anyone credit, a lot of those people, they don't have shit going on in their lives themselves. So you don't even worry about that, family. If they don't give him the credit, so be it. I think he's a hell of a trainer. Myself, I think he's a hell of a trainer myself.
So too. I think so too, and I think a lot of these people, as far as like Adrian Broner, Deontay Wilder, I think they're scared to step out of the cheering section that they have in their corners or off of social media. I think that's doing them a disservice also. And getting trainers like that think more outside the box. Like you see, it's like Lomachenko, dad had him in dancing, things like that to get the footwork together. But you see how it pays off though.
Yeah.
And I think these people, they're so caught up in social media and in the cheering section of their corners that they don't want to get better. They just think, just keep dropping that right hand. They're going to go down. You're going to, you're the greatest thing ever. And that's doing them a disservice.
And you know the crazy part about it? The crazy part about it is this. You got two fighters that are European fighters. Well, Usyk is from the Ukraine. So I think it's Ukraine. He's from the Ukraine, and Tyson Fury in the heavyweight division is from the UK. Guess what?
Yeah.
They beat motherfuckers' ass in America.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, ever since I seen Lomachenko, I said, he right up there with Mayweather with me, man.
I don't know about Mayweather, but he got a couple of losses.
As far as my favorite fighter.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Al,
as far as my
salute to you, fam. We're gonna let other people call in, all right?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. Love the show, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. What the hell is going on in the chat? Fight doctor, what you going to war? You going to war in the chat, fam? Wow. Shout out to boxing lot. He said, "Good move, coach." Yes, sir. Shout out to my main man, Myron. Shout out to Myron. He said Usyk has the best footwork, but Fury size would take that away. We'll see. That's why we need to see that fight. In my opinion, that's why we need to see that fight. We need to see that fight because you see what you're saying. Tyson Fury size to do this, and Usyk, and we're saying, okay, Usyk, do that. The only way, who's disrespecting the women? Who's disrespecting the women? If there's any man in the chat disrespecting, well, the rules over here is we don't disrespect women and children. We don't attack women and children over here. So please, if there's any man in the chat attacking the women or whatever the case may be, please refrain from it. If a person is cursing, being disrespectful, calling women out their names and stuff like that. If it's just a debate, then so be it. But He said Usyk. The only way we're gonna find out, in my opinion, they're gonna have to fight each other. And it goes right back to what I always say, how my uncle taught me. The only way you're going to know who's going to win between fighter A and fighter B, both men have to get in the ring. If they don't get in the ring, it's just speculation on my behalf. I can say, and I like Usyk. I favor Usyk in this fight, right? Two white guys, so I want no white person talking about, so, yeah, man, you picking the brother. There ain't no brothers in this. But the only way we're gonna know, they're gonna have to fight each other. So we'll see what Bob Arum and Frank Warren and Usyk team can do. Call it, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, coach, it's me, Swab from London.
Swab from London, talk to me.
How's it going, man? I just want to say to whoever this doctor person is, you're a fucking clown, first of all. Going ahead in the comment chat. You want to speak? Talk nicely, and there's a way of speaking to people. Yeah. Secondly, you just said, what has Anthony Joshua done in boxing? Bro, your favorite fighters are getting paid because of Anthony Joshua. Just to compete with Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they're offering them 30 million. Mm. Is Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 30 million worth 30 million to you, bro? If it wasn't for Anthony Joshua, would they be making the money they make? Mm-hmm. Any other heavyweights, the coaches, all these people in boxing.
He brought the money.
Bro, he brought the money into. He brought the money into boxing.
John Fury did say that. John Fury did say, he said Anthony Joshua is the one that brought. I got the video saved in my folder. He said that John Fury.
The only Fury I respect is Peter Fury, because he's the most honest person out there, and he speaks from heart. He's nice, he's kind. The way he speaks, he doesn't disrespect. He picked Usyk to win. Everybody, the 60-70% of people pick Usyk to win. Yeah. Not a problem. Yeah. But there's a way. The disrespect. My problem, I'm a big AJ fan, but Usyk won fair enough. I think it was a close fight. People cussing out AJ and think the disrespect he gets for doing what he does for the boxing.
I mean, they
unbelievable.
All right, Swab, I'm gonna let you go, man, because we got other people calling in. But shout out to Swab. Salute to you, fam.
All right.
People, I'm gonna say this as it relates to people disrespecting AJ and saying what they want to say about AJ. People have a right to do that. People have a right to say whatever it is they want to say about Anthony Joshua. They have a right to say that. Just like fans of Anthony Joshua have a right to say what they want to say about any other fighter. They have a right to say that. You get what I'm saying? Now, you might not like it, but it is what it is. Call it, what's your name, where you calling from? But they have a right to say that.
Yo, what's good? My name is Elijah. How you doing, my brother? You good, yeah?
Elijah, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Glasgow, Scotland, G.
All right, Elijah from Scotland. Talk to me, fam.
How you doing, my brother? You all right?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
What's good?
Go ahead, talk to me. What you want to say?
Yeah, man, it was just a big surprise, Joshua at the end when he, had his outburst, and I just want to say, Joshua is one of them guys that, has put the heavyweight division on the pedestal, I think, for a long, long time now, especially for the UK heavyweights. He brought back a lot of eyes that were wondering, in lower divisions. And I think what happened last night is not the true definition of his character, but just, a little bit of his, own mishap that he might have, experienced when he was in the ring. And, I was surprised, Usyk won on a split decision. It was a clear 10-round win for Usyk, and he should have won on unanimous,
Yeah, I don't know about 10 rounds. I didn't give him no 10 rounds.
No, 100%.
I mean, that's your opinion. We disagree on that, but go ahead.
100%. Okay. Yeah, man, that's it. To be honest, Joshua is not. I wouldn't say, many people were saying that his career's ended, that his his fight record is, deteriorating and stuff like that, even though, he's fought with the best of the best. I think, it's time for Tyson Fury, especially from the UK side, to come up and, maybe, show Usyk that he's just as good or even better than Usyk,
All right. Hey, well, Elijah, thank you for calling in from Scotland. Salute to you, fam.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, thank you, too. Love.
Yes, sir. Nick Rich, you say fat coach. He said, but I'm a butthurt AJ fan. I ain't ashamed to say it. I mean, you're a woman, so you know what I mean? You're a woman. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? The thing about me is this. This is the thing about me. I've been watching boxing 41 years. Shout out to my Uncle Benny, who got me involved in watching the sport. I think when Oleksandr Usyk retires, hold on, wait a minute, let me see something. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Cruz from Jersey.
Cruz from Jersey. Talk to me.
All right, well, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Last night, yesterday was an amazing fight. I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
I think AJ, man, was in the. AJ looked like he had Usyk a little hurt with them body shots.
Yeah.
And I just thought, man, Usyk's the better man. But Coach, I want your opinion, man. I want to know what you think Joshua should do next, man.
I think Joshua should do whatever he feels that's best for him. I don't think I have a right to make. Well, I tell you what, you asked me my opinion, so I do this. I think Joshua should just take maybe like a month off, just reflect on everything. Apparently he's been through a lot. The way he was tripping in the ring last night, he didn't show any class in the ring last night at all. That was some classless shit he did. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about it related to that. But
yeah, he was on one.
Yeah, he was on one. But I think go back and regroup. Find another opponent because he brought the money to the heavyweight division. He did that. I don't think no one can argue that. He brought the money to the heavyweight division. Can't beat Usyk. He fought him twice. There's plenty of fights. There's other fights he can make. He's not going to get wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's not going to get wilder. That's going to be the same shit before. I already know that.
Yeah.
Take a month off or so. And just go back to the drawing board. I think this is what I think he should do. I like the way he fought last night. As a matter of fact, I love the way he fought last night. Now he did gas out, get tired, but you fighting motherfucker Oleksandr Usyk, this motherfucker moving around the ring, circling and fast as all outdoors. I'm like, man, god damn, you can't catch this motherfucker. But anyways, but I think he needs time to practice, work on that style of fighting that he was employing last night. I think he needs time to do that. Because when he fights these other guys, these other heavyweights, they're not going to be fast and big. Like they're not going to be fast and small, small. Like you know what I mean? So, have about 2-3 fights to work on that. I think he need to go right back at it.
Coach.
That's what I think he should do.
Yeah. Coach, given what you saw last night, I know you love his style. Do you think it's a good idea to stay with Robert Garcia long term for him?
Yes, I like Robert Garcia. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You gotta understand, you gotta understand, he fought Oleksandr Usyk. And this is right. I've been watching this dude since 2013. This guy is good. This is not no I don't know what to say, dog. Like y'all, did you see? A lot of people didn't see this dude fighting the cruiserweight tournament. A lot of people didn't see this dude fighting the Olympics. A lot of people don't know. They don't know, so they looking at it like, oh, okay, he just couldn't beat this one dude. No, this one dude is Megatron.
Yeah.
This dude is Optimus Prime.
Basically.
This dude is Lion-O. You see what I'm saying? And people looking at it like, oh man, he ain't really all that. I'm like, okay, all right. But yeah, hey, shout out to Cruz. Shout out to Cruz, man. Salute to you, fam.
Yeah, man.
I think he need to go back at
Coach.
it. He need to go back at it though.
Yes, sir. Well, 2 things, Coach. I hope you have a great day. I hope you start feeling better.
Yes,
and don't forget to buy the new Black Panther movie ticket when it come out. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Cruz, man. Shout out to Cruz, man. Thank you for calling in. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. The fight we need to see next, guys, is Fury versus Usyk. And if we can't get that fight, it'll be a travesty. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want to hear I want $500 million to fight the pumped up cruiserweight. I want to hear, because when Usyk and Joshua fought each other, you didn't hear none of that shit. We didn't even know what was going on with negotiations. I don't want to listen. I don't want to hear. I want $500 million to fight. I don't want to hear wrong side of the street. I don't want to hear from promoters. Well, they're going to have to sign with my promotional company if they want to make this fight happen, which it doesn't doubt. I don't doubt that Usyk would do that. I think Usyk would do that. Usyk don't give a damn. That's Mr. Company and Trap. Take over your trap. I don't want to hear any promotional company talk, writing all this shit down. I don't want to hear, well, my fighter don't need to fight him. He ain't got nothing to prove. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear who you beat in the past. Oh, I beat such and such in the past. I don't want to hear that shit. Because Usyk doesn't say any of this stuff. Oleksandr Usyk doesn't want to care nothing about that. I don't want to hear, well, I'm the A side. Usyk doesn't say this shit. And Usyk doesn't have fans who say this shit. I don't want to hear, we said wrong side of the street, A side. I don't want to hear none of that shit. All I want to hear is, I want to fight this guy to become undisputed. If you ain't talking about that, I don't want to hear that shit. True, true, true. I'm from the old school. Old school niggas don't talk that way. If you hear an old school nigga talking that way, he's a trash ass old school nigga. I'm talking about an old school nigga who been watching boxing. And when you see an old school nigga using that type of language, guess what? Disregard him. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Oh, you say, what do you call him? Ukrainian Dawson? Yeah, get in the ring with the Dawson. Get in the ring with the Dawson. Get in the ring with the Dawson. That's what I want to hear. He said, I think we'll get Fury versus Usyk. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to hear we're going to continue to do what we'll do on this side of the street. And I don't want to hear we work smarter, not harder. I don't want to hear that. And I want to say this. I want to say this. And I feel like it's my job to let these new booties and old booties know, because it's not just the young guys. It's not just young guys who come and watching boxing, because when I look at my analytics, most people who watch me are from the ages of 35 to 46, something like that. So these guys are around in my age range, and I got a lot of people that's 40-something on up that watch me as well. And I have people, a good percentage, watch me that's in their 20s to 30s. The only thing I want to hear as a fan of the sport of boxing is, if you believe that your fighter is Megatron, I want to hear you tell me that your fighter is trying to fight Optimus Prime. Anything other than that is bullshit. I don't care nothing about your emotions. I don't have any emotional attachment to any of these fighters that's boxing in boxing today. My emotional attachments are on the wall. My emotional attachments are on the wall and around me. There's not a fighter from the heavyweight division to the minimum weight division and anything else in between that I have an emotional attachment to. Not one. If your fighter ain't fighting the top guys, I give a fuck about your fighter. I give a fuck about your feelings. If you want to unsubscribe, unsubscribe. I care nothing about being your friend. I don't need your friendship. I'm not lonely for a conversation. I got a rabbit and a dog. I'm good. If you're not talking about your fighter who you love so much, who you cherish so much, fighting Oleksandr Usyk, fighting Terrence Crawford, fighting Canelo Alvarez, fighting Tank Davis or Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or Dmitry Bivol or Artur Beterbiev or Chocolatito or Inoue or Jamel Charlo. If you're not talking about your fighter fighting the top guys in their division, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not even going to take you serious, and I'm not even going to respond to you. You don't even deserve my attention. That's all I care about. Seeing the best fighters fight the best fighters. That's all I care about. If you ain't talking about that, you ain't talking about nothing. As far as I'm concerned. He said Odo should have won. Odo should have won. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you talking about Odo Wallin? That's it. That's all I care about. We don't use duck language over here. Not over here. I don't see when I hear wrong side of the street, I need 500 million to fight. You got to sign with us in order to get the fight. We work smarter, not harder. A side, B side. I have nothing to prove. I did this and that. This is what I'm hearing. And the show has ended. It's 2 hours. Let me give everybody a shout out who's here. Let me refresh this. I want to give everybody a shout out in the chat. I said I was going to do 2 hours a day and shut it down. I am a man of my word, but I will give everybody that's in the chat a shout out and everybody who called in the show.
You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
Shout out to Arlette. Okay. Shout out to Carlos from California. Okay. Shout out to Lisa Bells from Newark, New Jersey. Okay. Shout out to my brother Uncle Charles from Alabama. Shout out to Lorenzo from Texas. Shout out to Adrian from Dallas. Shout out to the Fight Doctor from Chicago. Shout out to Al from Milwaukee. Shout out to Sawab from London. Shout out to Elijah from Scotland. Shout out to Cruz from Jersey. One more thing before we give everybody a shout out. Welcome to the fight game. In the fight game, when the best fighters fight the best fighters, 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose unless it's a draw. If you criticize any fighter for fighting the top guys, something is wrong with you as a boxing fan. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what it's all about. How you submit your legacy in boxing is this: who you fight matters. And if you're a champion, how many top fighters have you fought in your division in the top 10, and how many times you defended your titles? Because you have to have successful, multiple, numerous title defenses. And this is what made Vladimir Klitschko so good. He reigned for 10 years. Now, some would say that he didn't have a hell of a weight division that he fought in, wasn't a hell of a competition when he was fighting. That's cool. But he held that bitch down for 10 years. He held it down for 10 years. It is what it is. So who you fight matters. Who you fight matters. Who you defend your titles against. How long have you held? How long did you reign when you was a champion? Did you dominate that era? You get what I'm saying? Who did you beat? Lennox Lewis is the perfect example. That motherfucker beat everybody. He beat everybody. You get what I'm saying? So that's it, man. So all you new booties and old heads, this is what it's all about. Okay. Let me give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Real Talk. Shout out to Honor Moketsi. Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe? Shout out to Dean West in the building. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Frank Forbes in the building. Shout out to Big Hulk from Maryland. Shout out to Boss Dog. What's going on, fam? Shout out to El Lobo. What's happening? Shout out to Stephen Bateman. What the lick read? Shout out to Jay. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Eric Grimey. Shout out to Swift 718. Shout out to Marta King Boxing. Shout out to S. Kimani. What's going on? Shout out to Sabrina Lee. What's going on, sis? Shout out to Major Key Boxing. What's happening? Shout out to J Dog. Get the lick read. What's going on, bro? Shout out to the one Mr. Ham. Shout out to the Old Dirty Boxing. I can't use my voice with a lot of energy, guys, because my throat's still hurting. So please forgive me, guys. Please forgive me. Shout out to BG from the Hot Boys. Shout out to Oscar. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Get Test Up Boxing. Shout out to Javon Soto. What the lick read, bro? Shout out to BWG. Shout out to Carmen Serene. Shout out to my brother Damian Bennett from B-More. Shout out to Mark Nash from the ATL. Shout out to BWON. Shout out to Lady Shan done them season. They're done. Shout out to Don. Shout out to Don Juan, Bishop Don Magic Juan. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Bernard Burton. Shout out to LaShawn. Shout out to Al Money, always getting money. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Frank the Tank with the big bank. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo. Shout out to Big Will, man. Will, salute to you, fam, man, and congratulations on the bet, man. Congratulations on the bet. Shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Shout out to Manny G. Shout out to Boxing Nerd 101. Shout out to Candy Slim. Shout out to Drumming for Life. Shout out to Dub Right Side. What up, Dub? Shout out to Deborah Booker from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Manny 209. Shout out to Adrian Big 30. Shout out to MFB in the building. Shout out to Bush the Can Man Cassidy. Shout out to AV Sounds. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Kathy W. Man, my goddamn throat hurts so bad. Shout out to Miguel Chartico. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to True Gritter 402. Shout out to Hell Hero Elite. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. What's going on, bro? Shout out to Folo Bond. Shout out to Philo 58. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Shout out to Dantes. Shout out to Chickarelli. Shout out to Little Green Eyes P. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Fisty on the fights. Keep on fighting, sis. Shout out to Misfit. Salute to my sister Misfit, man. Shout out to my brother Retro Boston and Documentaries, man. We had a good conversation this morning, bro. Shout out to Schoolo X, man. Shout out to my main man, Philip Fly. Shout out to A Sneed. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, the good doctor. Shout out to Arlette from Harlem Stand Up. Shout out to Lisa Bells from Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to my brother, man, Smith and West. I'm from Detroit, Detroit versus everybody. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Let's see. Let me get some more people in the chat. Get some more people in the chat just in case I might have forgot. Let me see. Do I have any super chats in here? I don't have any super chats. Oh, I do have a super chat. I have a super chat right here. Shout out to Knockdown 305. We're dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, feel better, coach. Yeah. Hey, listen, bro, I'm telling you, I feel a lot better than what I sound. It just when I do a lot of talking because it's like I got a strep throat. I'm straining to talk. You get what I'm saying? So I'm straining those vocal cords. So I'm about to keep my big ass mouth closed and give him some rest. You know what I mean? That's what it is. See my shit going in and out, going in and out like the DLC. Yeah, but I appreciate that, fam. Really though, man. It is what it is, man. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. It is what it is, man. We're gonna make it do what it do. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this for Oleksandr Usyk. He's a bad boy. He won. Hopefully we can get that Usyk and Tyson Fury fight. Hopefully we can get it, dog. I'm not holding my breath on it, to be honest with you. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But hopefully we can get it. You know, I'm not, hopefully we can get that like we can get Crawford and Spence. It is what it is. Let's do it. We'll be back to doing midnight conversations. Trust me, man. That's my pet project. We'll be back to doing it. My throat hurting though right now. I can't do that right now till my voice heals. Other than that, that's it. It's our boys, Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New minutes today, USA Boxing. Hopefully, guys, we'll be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Same time. We're going to talk this boxing shit. You know me. I love that shit, dog. Other than that, that's it. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. You know my motto, man. Peace. And let me find my motherfucking outro.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.